Hi everyone, welcome back to the lesson 3. Now we will learn about slope-intercept form. In fact, this module has many lessons which are very crucial for you in the future classes and future grades. And this is again another crucial topic, slope-intercept form. Let's see the learning objectives of this lesson. They are to rewrite linear equations in slope-intercept form and to graph and interpret linear functions. Now, we have done graphing of linear functions, but now we will deal with slope-intercept form mainly of a linear function. We will look into this in a while. Before that, the keywords are parameter, constant function. We will come across these as well. Now, writing linear equations in slope-intercept form. Now, you know what is a linear equation, which is having power 1. X will be there, it's power 1. It can't be x power 2 or anything. It can't be x power 3 or anything. It must be only x power 1. So y equals x is a linear function. Y equals x, sorry, not x squared, 2x minus 3 is a linear function. All these are linear functions. Now, these linear function can be written in a slope-intercept form, which is this formula. Y equals mx plus b. Please remember this always. This is a very important formula which you'll come across many times in the future as well. Y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept form, the y-intercept value. Now here, if you have any equation, make sure y is alone and then you will get the other constant function over here, right? I mean the constant value, the coefficient of x, that is the slope m, and the constant term whichever is there, the number 7 is the y-intercept. We will look into this here. The question is asking you to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Whenever you see this, let's write slope-intercept first. Y equals mx plus b. And now they have told the slope is given as 4 by 7. So m is 4 by 7. And the intercept is b is 5. This is it. Always remember y and x will be in terms of y and x only. This is the answer. The equation will have the slope of 4 by 7 and y-intercept of 5. So that is your answer. 4 by 7x plus 5. Very easy, very simple. Please do please do try this by yourselves. Pause the video and try it. Over here, your slope-intercept form, all you have to do is plug in the values. I hope you tried it because it's so easy. The slope is given as negative 5x plus y-intercept is 12. This is it. This is the answer. So this is how we can easily solve these. Now we will move on. The first one was so easy just to know the formula, but now we will move on to an equation which is not in slope-intercept form, but it's a linear equation. We need to rewrite it. Before rewriting, let's see this equation. Y is alone, the coefficient is 1. Here it is 8. No, that's not going to work. And you see y must be alone, no other terms. So this is over here, should be removed to the other side. And next, after equal to mx, that means this term over here, plus last is the y, the constant term. So what do we do? Here we can take this to the other side first. So what happens is it'll be 8y equals, this becomes plus to the other side, it'll be 22x plus 4, because this is plus 4 here. Now it's not over. Divide all the terms by 8. If you divide all the terms by 8, what happens? Or take 8 to the other side, it'll be y equals 22x plus 4 by 8. Now remember, the distributive property states whenever you're dividing entirely, you can split this. It'll be 22 by 8x plus 4 by 8. Now here 8 goes, 2 goes in both. It will be 11 by 4x plus 2. This is the answer. Y equals 11 by 4x plus 2. You can leave this in fraction form. So you can see, oh sorry, it's not left in fraction form. This is the correct answer, but you can see it is 4. 4 2 times is 8 and 3 remains. So it is 3 by 4, that will be 0.75. So this is 2.475x plus 2. I am sorry, I have made a mistake here. It's not plus 2, it is half. You can see this is 4 up over here, 8 down. So it'll become 1 by 2. Or we can write this as 2.75x plus 0.5. This would be the answer here. 2.75x plus 0.5, that is the final answer. What do we do in this problem? Nothing, we are just rearranging and writing in terms of the slope-intercept form. Now this over here is y equals mx plus b. If the equation is in slope-intercept form, you can easily look at the equation and tell what is the slope. It's 2.75 positive and the y-intercept is 0.5. And that's how we do it. Now here, try this by yourselves. Pause the video now and try it. I hope you at least tried a little bit, or at least did in your mind. Now here, what can I do is, see, I need this positive, right? So what I'll do is I'll move this y to the other side. It'll be minus 16x. Bring this inside. It'll be plus 56 equals plus 4y. Okay, I'll just rearrange and write this first. Now this doesn't change the sign because I'm just writing this equal to this and this. It's the same thing, right? They both are equal. It's negative 16x plus 56. Now you have to divide all the terms by 4. You can just think of this like this. Divide over here, here, and here. It's minus 16. Minus 16 divided by 4 will be negative 4x plus 40 times is 10, and then we have again 16 remaining. It'll be 4, it'll be 14, and here it'll be y. So the answer is y equals negative 4x plus 14. All we are getting this in terms of y equals mx plus b. So b is this value, m is negative 4, and that's it. So this is the thing. Now here we have a real world problem. Let's read this. The number of job openings in the United States during a recent year increased by 0.06 million per month since May. In May, there were about 4.61 million job openings in the United States. Write an equation in slope-intercept form to represent the number of job openings in the United States in the months since May. So many words, so many things, but the main concept, whenever we are writing anything as a linear equation, now they want you to do this as a linear equation, right? Remember, whenever something is changing per rate or per time or something like a rate of change, that's over here was increased, that means it's plus average 0.06 million per month. That is always the slope, that is the rate of change, that is plus 0.06. Okay, and whenever you have a constant value, in May there were how many? It's exactly in May there was certain value, right? 4.61. that is the b, that is the y-intercept. Always you'll be given with these two values. See, which doesn't be changing per month or per year. This is changing. See, it's it's a rate, right? It's 0.06 millions per month. Now, how do you understand this is? I am saving 10 dirhams per day. 10 dirhams, that is money, AAD, per day. This is a rate. This would be the slope. I have 100 dirhams, 100 AED only. This is the y-intercept. To make you understand easily, always remember something that is per day or per distance, which is a rate, is always the slope, and which is a standard constant value. Like I have so much money. That means it is the y-intercept. And if you understand this, then you can easily write the equation for this. We know y equals mx plus b. Now we know this is m value, y equals 0.06x plus 4.61. This is the slope-intercept form. Over here, yeah, that's the answer. You can go through this for more understanding. See, they're just telling what's happening over there. Average rate of change is 0.6 every month. There is an increase of 0.06 job openings, and in the month of May there was already so much. From there we are graphing. Now if you look at the graph as well, imagine we are graphing this. We are graphing from May, and at May how much was it? Imagine this is May, 0th month will be May. What was the value? 4.61. So it will be somewhere over here. So this is 4.61, and then you can graph increase of 0.06. It will go upwards. So this makes sense. Your graph starts from May. For next month, June, there will be an increase of 0.6. July, there is again another increase of 0.6, and it keeps on going. But you're starting, the intercept value would be 4.61, because at that point, there was already so much, and then you're graphing. Now we will see another problem. It's the same thing. You don't even need to read through entire thing. You can directly pick out the values you can see over here and over here. But let's just go through it. In the first quarter of 2012, there were 183 million users of popular social media site in North America. Now that is B equals 183 millions. And the number of users increased by an average of 9 million. The slope rate of change is 9 million, increases plus 9 million per year. So M is 9. It's millions per year. This is in millions. Now, since 2012. Now, write an equation that represents the number of users in millions of the social media site in North America after 2012. So this is what it was in 2012. The y-intercept. Already it was 183. Then it increases. So your equation will be y equals m, that is 9x, plus b, that is 183. That is it. So that is your answer, because these both are in millions. Now then we will look into graphing. I was about to tell graphing. Okay. Graphing. Graphing linear functions in slope-intercept form. Now, again, slope-intercept form is the same thing. Now here, see, there is m and b, right? Those things are basically, those variables are called parameters. Now, why? Because these are the ones which change the graph. Now, depending on the slope and the b value, you can easily pinpoint which graph you want to find. If the slope is positive, we have seen it before, the graph goes upwards. If it's negative, it goes downwards. And b will indicate where the graph passes in the y-intercept of the graph. It might be over here, or like this, anyhow. So we will look into the graphing, and over here, constant function, where it is just a number. So imagine you have y equals 3. Okay, this is just a number, right? Number is constant, and that's called a constant function because it's just having a number. And we will look into the graphing over here. See, you need to graph this linear function. It is having a slope of -3/2 and intercept of 4. So we have done this graphings before, but now let's directly see how we can easily pinpoint the answers. First of all, write it in slope-intercept form. Y equals -3/2 plus 4. Over here, x is there. Now, looking at this equation, I can tell few things. The graph is going downwards, and this is first important, 4. Okay, let me imagine this is 4. From here, the graph is going downwards. And that's the thing. But how exactly would you find another point? You can obviously do the table method x and y, but why do you want to do that when there are shorter and easier methods? Now, the easiest would be understanding what is slope. -3/2, right? Yes, it's going down. But what exactly does it mean? It means dy by dx, in the sense the change in the y value to the change in the x value, right? It's a ratio. Now, whatever this is there, now imagine this is 0.4. This is 4, the y-intercept. Here, the x value, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The y value is reduced. This minus means it's going downwards. 1, 2, 3. When it moves downwards by 3 units, you need to go x of 2 units. This will be 1 and 2. So this would be your second point. Okay, and now if you draw a straight line joining these 2 points, that's your graph. Because you have 4 and it's going downwards, because obviously it's negative, you will have to take the slope downwards. 1 2 3, this is 3, this is 2. So this is the slope. This is what it means. Okay, so you can see the graph over here. We got this in negative 3 by 2x plus 4. You can see the rise was negative 3, 1 2 3, and the run was 1 2, and then we draw a straight line. You don't need to point any other points because 2 points are more than enough. That's it. So rise over run, you know, the slope means rise over run. Rise is either up or down. When you get up, you stand up straight. It's y-axis, right? Running, you run horizontally. Okay, that is, you know, x value. Now we'll see another problem over here. We have slope of minus 2 x plus 7. So this is the equation. Let's imagine a straight line over here. Now 7, let this be 7, then 2 units down, and okay, now the thing is it's just minus 2. That means it's minus 2 divided by 1. 1 2, let me just draw it. 1 2, and this is 1. This would be a second point. So draw a line joining these 2 points, and just like that, that would be your graph. Now you will have options. You can easily choose the correct one. There are other methods also to choose. If you have been told to graph, you will have a graphing paper. Just point the 7, 1 2, and over here draw a straight line. That's it. So this would be the answer, approximate answer. So 7 1 2 and 1, you can see at 1, then you draw a straight line. Mine is not up to the exact marking or exact measurements, but that is the approximate one. Next, then we will see again graphing problems. It's just that these are not in slope-intercept form. First you need to get them in slope-intercept form, and then you need to graph it. So first of all, how would you get it in a slope-intercept form? Now, sorry, sometimes when you just touch some electronics, you know, something just goes up. I was just trying to, you know, put away tab, and then it just started ringing. I don't know what. Anyways, back over here now. So first of all, here what we will do is we will write it in the slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b, and then now here let's try to get everything in terms of this form. So first take y to the other side, make it positive. It will be 12x minus 18, because take it to the other side, equals 3y. Why? Because y must be always positive, it can't be negative. And now you can divide all the sides by 3, all the terms I mean. First write this 3y over here equals 12x plus minus b, sorry, minus 18. Now by dividing all the terms by 3, here divided by 3 by 3 by 3, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get 4x minus 5 plus 1 is 6. This is your answer. Now here you can see this is in slope-intercept form, but this is not the answer. We have to graph. 4 is the slope, so it's 4 by 1, and this is minus 6. It'll be negative over here. Imagine this is minus 6. What happens? Take another point which will be going upwards because it's positive 4. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, it's not up to the scale, but just for understanding purpose. And this will be 1 2 3, and let me just draw it. 1 2 3 4 and 1. So the second point will be somewhere over here, and you just connect those 2 points by a straight line. Sorry, that is wrong. You just connect it like this. Okay, you need to have a scale. Okay, it's not at all linear, but you know, it's just for understanding. I hope you get it. So that is the thing. You can see over here y equals 4x minus 6, and the graph would be over here. See, it's somewhat similar. You can see it starts from -6, and over here it's not that accurate, but it's nearly accurate. So that's the answer. So this is how basically graph. And generally, if you're given graphing paper, it's very easy. Or if you've been given options, it's much more easier, because we will see now in some time, because we can just choose different graphs very easily. Now before that, we will graph some constant functions. You can see over here y equals 2. Now, before we have already graphed this, now I would encourage all of you just to pause the video and try to graph this by yourselves, because in the lesson 1 we have done this. If you remember, y is what? Which axis? Y is this axis. Y equals 2. So 1, 2 over here. It's just y equals 2. Doesn't matter which point you consider for x, it'll just be 2. So it's a straight line over there. That is the graph. That's it. Now you can do various things, because the slope is not there. You can do various methods. Because the slope is not there, it's 0. And at 2, doesn't matter where, it'll be just 2.2 only. So that's it. That is a straight line. So do not need to do all this. Just direct graphing. If it's 1, directly graph at 1. That's it. It's a very easy problem, straightforward problem. And now we will do match the following for the graphs. Here you can see there are plenty of equations and there are plenty of graphs. Let us try to graph each one of them. Now, first thing what I would suggest you is do the constants, because they are so easy to do. Y equals 8. Where is the constant? Is this correct? No, this is -4. Let's see whether, yeah, there is -4. This is C, option C. Now, where is 8 over here? This will be D. Why? Because it's 8. Now, let's go for the graphs which are already in standard form. That is the slope-intercept form. Not the standard, sorry. Slope-intercept form. This and this is in slope-intercept form. Let's solve it up. Here, you can see the y-intercept is 8. So, let's see where there is 8 over here. And look at the slope. Because there are 2 points with 8, but the slope is -3, so it will go down. Yes, this is correct. This is B. And what about this one? It's -4. Let's see where is -4. There are 2 values with -4, which is the correct one. Now, since over here the slope is positive, it will go upwards. It will be going upwards. So this is the correct one, E. And now there are 2 more remaining. So this is a simpler one. Let me just rearrange and write this in slope-intercept form. So take the y to the other side, it will be y positive equal to 3x, and this goes to the other side, it will be -8. Now here, this is having -8. Let's see where is -8. Over here, you can see this is the y-intercept, and it's positive, so it goes upwards. So this would be A. And the last one, which is remaining. Anyways, it's B, C, D, E, F. F is remaining, so that is F. But anyways, let's do the slope-intercept form over here. Keep y over here, take everything else to the other side. It'll be 7y equals -3x minus 28. Y equals, now divide everything by 7. It'll be -3 by 7 minus 7, 28 divided by 7 is 4, -4. So this is -4 and it goes downwards. Yes, this is the correct one because it's going negative sign, negative slope. So this is F. So let's just double check all the answers. It's D, F, E, C, B, A. I hope this is clear. It's very easy to solve them, and that's it. That's how we do it. Just look at the intercept, y-intercept, and look at the slope. And if at all you have two same slopes, don't worry. Just just try to measure it. Now imagine this one. Let's take this one. Okay, this is a bit easier. 3, or even this is fine. B, option B over here. At 8, you need to go down by 3 units. 1, 2, 3, and x by 1. Wait, let me just check. Oh, the scale is different. You can see over here. 1, 2, 3, and we go over here by 1. X-axis, each block is just 1. This is 1. So this is it. This is the second point, and draw a straight line. So that is how we do with rise and run. And now we have another real world problem. We'll quickly look into this. The number of online shoppers in the United States can be modeled by the equation which is given to us, where y represents the numbers of millions of online shoppers in the United States, x years after 2010. Estimate the people shopping online in 2020. Okay, so they want mainly how many shoppers will be shopping in 2020. If you want to graph, they've not asked graph, but anyways, we can graph it. You can write it in slope-intercept form. Y equals, it goes to the other side, 5.88x plus 172.3. Now here, if you're graphing this, the y value over here 1.72, and then you should just draw a straight line like this. Let's just check the graph. We have a graph over here. It's somewhat similar to this. Okay, and this 5.88 means take y value of 5.88 up and x value of 1. That's it. And next, they want the values, they want the number of people shopping at 2010 to 2020. But remember, this graph starts at 2010. So what is the x value to 2020? From 2010 to 2020, it's 10. So we need to take x equals 10. So y equals 5.88x value is 10 plus 172.3, and you need to just solve this. It'll be 58.8. Here it is 58.8 plus 172.3. It'll be almost 230.1, I believe. So that would be the answer. So x value, the online shoppers, the number of online shoppers in 2020 would reach 230.1 million. So in 2010 was 172.3, but it'll jump to 230.1 based on this particular increase, the slope of 5.88 millions per year. So that is the answer. Here there's just explanation on the problem. If you solve it anyhow, you'll get the same answer. So okay, yeah, you got 230.01. 230.1 is almost close to 230. So this is the answer. So basically, you have the y-intercept for 2010 year. So 10 years later, it would be 2020. And you can see the graph also denotes to the same thing. It's somewhat over here, it's around 230. Okay, that's how we solve these problems. And let's see, that is the end of this lesson. And I hope you have found it helpful. Please make sure you watch the previous lessons and try to go in order. The lesson 1, then the lesson 2, and then the lesson 3. That would be very helpful. And if you have any other doubts, please do post them in the chat and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. That's it, and please do stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye for now.